Hello, this is TIBCO software simulation. We are trying to use this tool to clarify the bottlenecks and the gaps that exists in this process and try to enhancement. First, let's take a look about this screen. This is the process name, submit expenses. This is the company name, and this is the lanes. The lanes where the process activities takes place, which could be departments. The submit expenses occurs by first submit expenses report by the employee, and then it gets to the printing machine or printing service, and then it should be approved. After approval, it is either correct, then it is in queue payments and make payments and it's over, or either it is incorrect, which occurs the second activity request further paperwork, and the submit revised receipts occurs for the second time. Let's try to simulate this process to see the bottlenecks. Simulation is now finished. I would check on the average weight, on the average queue, on the average cost to analyze the activities from both the cost and the time point of view. The average weight, if I click it, I could see that the request further paper is the most delayed process. Okay, the request further paperwork is done or executed because of some receipts are incorrect. What could we do to reduce the incorrect receipts percentage is by training the employees how to write it right. If I give them 1 hour session training on how to submit their expenses report, I could definitely reduce this step, so I could overcome this delay. This is the first enhancement. Let's take a look about the cost, the maximum cost. If I click on the maximum cost, I could see that these activity are the most expensive one. There is more. This activity are the most expensive one, which is approve expenses. How come the approve expenses is that much expensive? It's just because the resources is the manager. And if I try to take a look on the participant, the manager are assumed to be, it is 15 managers approving the expenses, and the cost per hour is $75. How come that our 15 managers are engaging themselves with approving expenses and their hour is that much expensive? So I would try to replace the manager who approves the expenses with less expensive resources. Let's say financial controller. Financial controller, as clarified in simulation, it's the cost per hour is 20. If I try to run the simulation again, if I click on the maximum cost, so the maximum cost is not anymore the approved expenses because it has been modified after changing the resource that is doing the job. Then the maximum cost is the print sheet, because we are using definitely an expensive resource. Let's see the resource that we are using in the print sheet. It is the photocopier. The photocopier machine, in addition to paperwork, I could just remove this step and make submit expenses online through the company intranet. Those were just an example of how to reduce the cost and try to improve the process duration. Thank you very much. Bye bye.